Hello, lovely people. Would you like to introduce yourselves quickly for us?
I'm Kyla Frye. I'm MD and founder of Friday Entertainment, being the change we want to see collectively.
I'm Sam Benjamin, actor, writer, producer, and part of this movement.
Oh, wow. So that you do quite a lot more than just what I saw earlier then. Great. Well, this is what I saw earlier. I saw a lot of suspense. And I was wanting more. You left me wanting more. Double crossed it's called, isn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Very exciting indeed. But you did leave me wanting more. I did want to find out what happened after they ran out of that hotel room. And also that scene between the two of you was very sexy and hot indeed. So what made you write about all of this?
What made us write about this is because we don't see it already within British film or TV. And if we do, we see it only available to a limited, very select 1% group of people. And
I like the way you said.
well, we have to keep it real. And at the end of the day, we've got Sam Benjamin here from Merseyside, myself, born and bred East London, and we've got talent. But East London massive, you know what I mean? What? No, but at the end of the day, we have got talents that aren't being exemplified or heralded in the way that we should, and the way that we should do. We import a lot of stuff from the US, but we don't export enough for us to have a real kind of mark on this industry. And so here we are, myself and Sam Bradford of Praxima, who are here to say, look, we are being the change we want to see. We are here, we're being inclusive. Diversity is not a new thing. Let's be honest with ourselves. You know, we had Queen Elizabeth I saying in her time, in the 16th century, there are too many blackamoors in London. So when we talk about diversity, when we talk about being representative of the population of Britain here in the 21st century, let's be real, let's be honest, let's have what we see when we step outside our front doors reflected on our screens and on our stages. And that's what Double Cross was about, that's what it was born out of, and that's what me and Sam are here to do.
Sam, did you enjoy filming that?
Yeah, it was. It was quite a intense shoot.
Indeed. It was an intense watch.
Well, that's job done. We had a lot of fun. It was we were under quite a lot of pressure as well because obviously we put so much prep in terms of the writing and getting it set up, and obviously with it being a project that we've produced ourselves, you haven't got the luxury of a lot of money to give you a lot of time. But yeah, Kyla and I have been wanting to work together for like 6 years since we first met, and the amazing thing is that I believe that seeing is believing. And also, it's actually about stopping talking and just making it and doing it.
And you did it.
And we did it. And what I mean by that as well is that we've made a film. And if we hadn't have made a film off our own backs, we would never have been cast really in the same film. Because you know what I mean. It's kind of sometimes the way TV shows are cast is kind of always one way, and it's just like
It'd be Keira Knightley instead of Kyla Frye, wouldn't it? Basically, in some kind of way.
So you had to do it all yourself, yeah. Who knows indeed, who knows indeed. So S.O.U.L connection, what do you think about this whole thing? It's much needed, right?
Definitely.
Look at her eyes opening wide when she says that.
Definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, for us to be able to celebrate, champion, and connect with like-minded individuals, like-minded filmmakers, people who really want to be the change we inclusively want to see, then there's nothing better than that. At the end of the day, we are able to grow and to learn and to be better by sharing and learning from each other's experiences. No matter what walk of life we're coming from, we're able to offer something, and that offering is valid. So being able to be here at the BFI on an event like this, the British Film Institute, that is inclusive of everyone you see here, that is life, that's living, that's what we can hope for.
Does she always have all this passion?
I normally like kind of talk, and I stand, I follow up and maybe make a few comments.
And you're looking...
Yeah.
Does,
well, thank you. We should talk later.
Well, yeah, but a lot of passion, and I love that indeed. So let's talk about Oscars So White. Completely different, but still relevant to what we're doing here today as well. And I can imagine that you've got a lot to say about that, Kyra. So the mic is going to be over to you.
Well, at the end of the day, my production company, Friday Entertainment, was about being the change we want to see. Now, when we talk about when we talk about being inclusive, when we talk about representation, when we talk about race, color, ethnicity, sometimes we can get kind of really sort of short-sighted and think Britain, England, great, the great empire. But when we think about the great empire, let's not exclude what those countries were. We're talking about the continents of Africa. We're talking about the continent of Asia. We're talking about even going in South America. And so there's so many places that Britain, people of color, are relevant and should be reflected within our filmmaking, within our storytelling, because it's not a new thing. Britain's involvement in the world and the world's involvement in Britain here in the UK is not new, and so we should look at it. We should look at it in all its glory, in all its shortcomings, and learn from it and celebrate it. And that's what it's about. And then if we can have the Oscars as the Academy for 87 years and only have 12 people of color win the coveted award, there is a problem.
Someone get a fan for this lady.
Darling.
There's a lot going on here. Jada Pinkett, what did you think? Well, not the fact that you think she's hot. I mean in regards to S.O.U.L. Her opinion.
What did you say just?
Jada Pinkett.
No.
Did I throw you there? I apologise, sorry.
Well, first of all, I think my film of the year so far is Creed.
Yeah.
And I want Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan
I agree.
in the nominations at least. But yeah, I mean it's I think the Oscars is the Oscars is not the problem. That what's happened this year is kind of showing what is a problem from the ground up.
Yes.
So it's about on every level. It's about the scripts that are getting commissioned. It's about the gatekeepers. It's about the studios. It's about people being aware of it. It's about people just having more foresight and just giving more opportunities. And again, we can talk about it. How long is this? And I'm sure loads of people like the likes of Jada have been speaking on it their whole lives.
The crazy thing is we're talking about race, but we're all blue in the face.
That's a good one. It's true.
We're talking about race, but we're all blue in the face of talking about it.
It's boring.
It's boring. It's so boring. My goodness. Can we just get on and do something? Be active in it and not. We don't need a panel. We don't need a quota. We just need to do. It's not hard. Let's not overcomplicate the simplest things in life, people. Hire you, hire us. Simple. We're here. The talent is here. Let's not ignore it. Let's celebrate it. Let's export it. Let's make the money. Let's make the picture.
Let's do it. Let's do it, everyone. It's been lovely talking to you guys. Kyra, the passionate one, the beautiful one, and also Mr. Sam as well. Lovely meeting you. Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.